All right, this is Overcoming Hate Setback Series. And the discussion is about help. And there's, I think, another presentation on this. But haters do not help you. I place that in quotation marks because there is a help that you need on your journey. And then there's a help that people who hate you want to give you on your journey. And the help that they give you is not the kind of help that you actually need. Even if it to be insightful, could be instructive, you learn something or something like that. But the help that they give you really is going to hinder you. It's not help. uh, you hear them say, I just want to help you. Every time I try to help you, you don't want to accept my help or something like that. And so they try to create a victim narrative, like all I want to do is just help people. And every time I try to help them, here's what they do. Okay, now they have created the victim narrative, and so then you give in to them, uh, feeling like you you're being too aggressive and not accepting their help. I mean, and then you start talking like them. You start, well, she did say that she want to help me. And I mean, I do need help, and so she just trying to help. So I guess I'll go on ahead and accept her help. But they do not help you when you think about help. Help comes from an informed point of view, right? It comes with a skill set. It comes with direction, instruction, wisdom, mentoring. Help is just not help in terms of helping someone with groceries up the stairs, or helping someone wash the dishes, or helping someone sweep the floor or make the bed. All of that is helpful. It's definitely helpful, but that is not the help that is needed on your journey, right? The help that you need could be a person who is an accountant who has gone to school for accounting, and they offer some tips and strategies on how to do a certain financial statement specific to your industry or specific to your field. That's help. That's help, because then they're going to save you some time. They may even You may even contract them and pay them a consulting fee for them to help you work with that financial statement. That's help. Okay, if a person um, needs guidance on how to write a paper and they didn't get a lot of guidance on writing a paper or showing all their work for a math problem, then you're going to have to kind of set yourself back to help them. They need a specific type of, and if you give them the strategies for how to work that problem and solve that problem, and show them how to apply it to the next problem, then you've helped them. Okay. But if I had a situation when I was in the ninth grade, I think, and I had to take Spanish. All of us have to take some kind of language, and I tell this story in other video lessons and things like that. And I had to take the Spanish class, and it was a mix of students in terms of aptitude. I think it was predominantly black school, but it was a mix in terms of aptitude and capacity. Okay, the teacher was Spanish. He spoke Spanish. He was Latino, right? And we didn't have that language at that time. We called them Hispanic, okay? And instead of teaching Spanish, he sat at the front of the class. Uh, the light was kind of dim in that room, okay? So we only had the light from the windows. And he sat in that class, and he would tell us to get the books out of the locker. Okay, we got the books out of the locker, the in class locker or a shelf or whatever, and he would tell us the page to go to, the problem set to do, and then he said if we needed to know the answers to look at the back of the book. Okay, and he never taught a lick of Spanish. He never got up from that seat. He never put anything on the board. He never talked the whole time. The whole time he sat there without teaching. He didn't help us, right? The other students who maybe had a capacity, they did something on their own initiation. So they were more inclined to care about learning Spanish. And it could have been because they were doing something, maybe wanting to go out of the country to a Spanish speaking country. I don't know. But their capacity was different. It didn't mean that all of us couldn't learn Spanish. It was just an experience that was weird. You're supposed to be teaching us, but you're not teaching us, and you want us to learn this. There are some aspects of the course, of the topic, you're still going to have to teach. There's no way around that, right? And then there's some that we have to initiate and be proactive about, etc. Okay. Well, that class left a bad taste in my mouth. I never forget it. Um, and then later in the 10th grade at another high school, there was a teacher, a geometry teacher. She actually taught. She didn't tell us to go get the books out of the locker, do a problem set, and look at the back of the book. She actually got up to the board. She challenged us. She talked us through it. She taught from the board. We had to do. We actually were required to improve. It didn't have to necessarily be. We didn't necessarily have to leave with an A in the class, but we had to improve, right? Okay. Well, haters do not help you. It goes back to uh, a a refusal um, to help you. Now, in the case of the Spanish teacher, I wonder if that teacher even knew Spanish. Because I would think if you know something, you want to speak it, you want to talk about it, you want to do it, especially if you are teaching Spanish, right? And you love Spanish and you want to talk Spanish. Even if you hated Spanish, you still want to talk it. So then, when I think about that situation, I wonder if he knew anything, if he knew Spanish at all. He might not have been born in a Spanish speaking country. He might have been born in America and he never learned how to speak Spanish. And you have that, right? You have many kids now who come from um, Latino backgrounds who do not necessarily learn Spanish, right? So then they do not help you could be something that they're trying to do on purpose, and it could be something that they just don't know how to help you, or they don't have the knowledge base to help you, so therefore they don't help you. If you know that you don't have it, don't pretend that you have it. If you know that you don't have the skill set, the knowledge base, the wisdom, the instruction, the mentoring, the direction or guidance, but you present yourself as a person who does, you're lying. You're actually lying to the person who actually needs help. You're saying to the person, I'm here to help you, but you don't even possess the requisite skills and knowledge to help the person, so they don't help you. What they do is they give you a general view of whatever topic, whatever discipline, and the longer they talk about it, the more it seems like they know what they're talking about, but they may be just confused on how to get you to understand, when in reality they don't know what they're talking about. They've been lying the whole time about their abilities, and they don't know what they're talking about. And the hater aspect of it is they could just come clean and say, I don't know, but I can find a person who does. But they want to um, drown you with non no, they want to drown you with knowledge that doesn't apply to the thing that you need help with or something. They want to get you all turned around um, with knowledge of something, but it doesn't apply to the thing that you're trying to accomplish. So they don't help you. They hate the fact that you are doing something doing something with your life, trying to pull together this business, trying to pull together this dream, doing this or whatever. And what they try to do is they try to step in and become an expert. They try to tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Every time you're not doing this, this is why you're failing, whatever. But if you really sat down with a coffee, with 2 cups of coffee, and let them talk about what they are supposed to know, you will see that they know nothing. So haters do not help you is essentially they don't help you with the knowledge that you need to get to where you need to go, but they present themselves as people with knowledge, with skill, with understanding, with direction, with mentoring. And the hating aspect of it is that they're trying to get you off track. All right, so this is Overcoming Hate Setback Series. Haters do not help you. Visit virginiawhitefavors.com for more tips. Um, Thank you very much for listening.